Hello,
All right,
everybody.
baby.
Welcome back to
Woo!
another episode of Under the Helmet Podcast.
Woohoo!
We got a good one for you today.
Oh, good Lord, that finale was solid.
We are talking about the finale to the book of Boba Fett. And let me just say, whew, what a good episode.
Oh,
I
my
also want to
God.
take a quick second before we get really started here to give a shout out to Twitch because we are now live streaming on Twitch. This is our first episode on Twitch. So hi Twitch. Hey everybody. How's it going? I don't know if anybody on Twitch is watching us, but I just want to say hi. Hello to everybody in YouTube as well. So yeah, let's get started talking about Book of Boba Fett. So you want to get started? What was your? Let's start with our favorite episodes. Oh, also just to get out the way before we
Full
get started,
spoilers.
full spoilers incoming. For the Book of Boba Fett, go ahead, give us a start.
I mean, there was so much in this episode. I mean, sitting in at 62 minutes, I think this is our longest episode of the series.
It was really long. I was kind of surprised with how long this episode was and how with how it went, because I was just like I remember sitting down to watch the episode, and then all of a sudden I was it's still going. Like, dang. Like I thought it'd be over by now, which is not a complaint. I was enjoying every minute of it, but the whole time I was just like, dang, this is kind of a long episode. Very cool.
I mean, honestly, even with it being such a long episode, it was nice because it never really felt like it was dragging at all. Like there really wasn't a slow moment during the entire episode. It's just, I mean, it's hitting you right in the face from start to finish.
Absolutely, and I want to harken back to something that Robert Rodriguez said about the show whenever he started. Whenever they were kind of doing the promotion and the hype for the show, they said that the show was going to be all thriller and no filler. And I definitely think that this was definitely one of those episodes that was very much thriller and no filler whatsoever. I thoroughly enjoyed that episode. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the episode?
You know me, I'm a little partial when it comes to rating things. I go a little over the top. Me personally,
that's okay.
This episode is a 10. It's beautiful.
I would definitely agree with that. I would give it a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. And I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my friends over at Lightsaber Radio. But one of the guys on there says there's no such thing as a 10, and he is technically right. It's my show, and I do what I like. 10. Boom. I would say that. I do what I want. It's a 10 because I said so. You don't like it? That's fine. I respect your opinion. Oh, cool. You got followers on Twitch. I have the Twitch pulled up, and we've got followers. It's actually really cool.
Nice.
We do have a Twitch view.
Thank you for joining us.
So, absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Hope everybody enjoys this show. So, let's go to we got a comment right here in the chat from Magically Gabby. She says, I'm trying to pull it up. Show, please. My computer wants to not like me today. Double click, triple click things. She says, as far as season finales go, I was happy. That was a happy ending. Honestly, the rest of it could have been garbage because Grogu's with his dad. I could not more. Thank the maker. Our boy was reunited with his space dad.
I mean, the timing on it was
I thought it was going to be one of those where you couldn't really... I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. When Luke gave Grogu that choice, in the last episode, I was like, oh no, they're gonna make us wait till Mando season 3 because they want to twist that knife. But nope, they ripped that Band-Aid right off and said, I was a little shocked, but they ripped that Band-Aid right off and said, here you go, here's Grogu. He's with Mando. Enjoy.
Baby.
And I was just like, woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! That's my impersonation of that meme.
There you go. Now I gotta say, Pelly had some interesting timing with bringing him to Mando. Granted, Pelly had no idea like what exactly was going on, but
here's my headcanon for that scene is that Pelly like shows up with Grogu in the city, and whenever they get there, she's like, huh, I wonder what's going on. Like there's probably this, wow, there's a lot of blaster fire and violence going on in the city. And she's like, I bet your dad's a part of that. And Grogu's just like, because he can't talk. So he's like, probably. So then they go and they join the fight. But let's harken back to the beginning with the beginning of the episode starting over. So Boba and Fennec check out the flips, blowing up Sanctuary. So rip our Twi'lek queen. She shall be missed.
She will.
And
I hope we get a
then all of a sudden, Boba and Fennec and Ando are all in the club and they're talking. And, you know, Fennec goes, nobody can sneak up on us. And then they get snuck up on.
Right.
Absolutely get punked by our boy Cad Bane, who shows up, starts talking smack, tells Boba what we kind of suspected from the beginning, that it was not the Nikto speed bikers that killed our boy, our precious oh shoot, I lost my words for a second there.
His Tusken
killed our precious Tusken tribe, but it was the Pikes all along. I swear, I need to get like a clip of like it's Agatha all along from WandaVision, but put it as like it was the Pikes all along. So yeah, it was the Pikes all along. Kind of saw it coming, but hey, that's cool. Don't mind. I personally enjoyed it because hey, makes the finale personal, gives the stakes, and I love how Boba was like ready to fight Cad Bane right there in the streets. And Fennec comes by, she's like, no, wait, give it time. And Boba's like, I can take him. And she goes, you're emotional. And I was just like, she's not wrong. He's pretty pissed.
I would be.
He was ready to start shooting shots. Absolutely. So they go back in, and all of a sudden, all May starts breaking loose. It just gets crazy. Because the Pikes start attacking, they actually went and the crime families in Mos Espa double-crossed Boba and sided with the Pikes. So now it's full-on war. And also, I want to ask all the viewers of the show for a moment. We're going to have a moment of F's in the chat for our boys, the Gamorreans.
Oh,
take my helmet here and just please everybody remove your hats and helmets for our boys the Gamorreans. Ready?
Our poor
Get it on nice and tight. F's in the chat. F's in the chat for our Gamorrean boys. F's in the chat, man, because that was something. That was sad. Yo, Gabby. F in the chat. Magically Gabby. Wow, you guys look like the same person. Sending out F's. Much respect. Thank you. But yeah, so our Gamorrean boys unfortunately didn't make it out of this one. That's sad to me because boys had some honor. I was very happy to see them in the show and watch them go out like that.
They stuck with Boba till the end.
They did. That's loyalty. Absolutely. Much respect.
Unfortunately, they died like heavy kings, and you know.
They went out, but they went out right. So then also we see our friends the mods just getting absolutely pumped by the Platoonians.
Oh,
wait, no, not the Platoonians. They're getting pumped by the Aqualish. Yeah, the Aqualish attacked them. Sorry, I don't know my aliens. But yeah, the Aqualish attacked the mods, which I think 2 of them died, and I saw a meme about that where it's like, hey, the mods are getting attacked, but the 3 of them lived, but only 2 of them died. Hey man, the mods are cool. They're a cool concept. I don't care. I love it.
I like them.
So then that happens, and then we see the boy Black Chrysanthemum getting absolutely ganged up on by like a horde of Trandoshans.
I just gotta ask, what was the logic behind putting Chrysanthemum in the Trandoshan district? Like, he's a single Wookiee surrounded by an entire district of Trandoshans. There has to have been a lapse in logic there.
I simply, hey, he already ripped one guy's arms off. Like, he'll do it again. But yeah, so Chrysanthemum fought the Trandoshans single-handedly. I wonder if, and this is just me completely speculating here, but I thought it would be really interesting if Chrysanthemum fought all the Trandoshans by himself, and like Fennec shows up to help him, and like he's just like dusting his knuckles off.
Yeah.
Because so we see Chrysanthemum getting swamped.
Oh yeah.
By Trandoshans, and the next time we see him in the episode, he's showing up again, injured but alive.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet he bit a Trandoshan? He bit some scales off, guaranteed. Our boy is built. Chrysanthemum is built different. Bless you.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chrysanthemum ended up like biting someone's head off.
Oh, absolutely. He is straight brutal. Yo, Gabby, it was not well thought out. No, it was not. Not at all. Our boy put in some work though, so we do give respect where it is due. Santo put in his work. Gabby said, "Bless you." Nice. Yep. No sneezing allowed on my podcast. Not cool. Banned. Just kidding. See, look, I go on Twitch and get mad with mod power. Look at that.
Oh no.
Terrible. Horrible. Hate to see it. But yeah, so moving on, we see that Boba and Mando get cornered. They send Fennec out to kind of send some support, but also to go and squad wipe the Pike's lead. So while that's happening, it's just Boba Fett, Mando, and then the Major Domo. And he has probably some of my favorite lines in this episode. Because he comes up to them where they're just like, where Mando goes, "We're surrounded." And Boba's like, "What are we gonna do?" And he comes out and he goes, not to brag, but I did go to school on Coruscant. I don't know if you could notice by the accent, but I did study civic engineering, or not civic engineering. I can't get my lines right. I studied civic politics. I learned how to debate. I could be a mediator of sense between you and the Pikes. You know, I solved the dispute. You know, I don't want violence. It's like, huge groveling worm, bro. Yeah. Literally just trying to save his own skin. Gabby said, okay, well, we all know one person that. Yes, I do. They're called political science majors. And I know this because I was a political science major.
I was just going
freaking
to say
nerds.
politicians.
Anyway, I mean, yeah, politicians, but specifically poli-sci majors. We are a different breed of like, you know, not to brag, but I am a political science major. I don't know if you knew that. I've only said it 10 times in the past hour. But, anyways, moving on to Boba Fett is like, fine. So he sends him out with a message. His message says, you get nothing. You lose. Go shovel dirt. We're going to shoot you. And that's basically what happens. Boba and Mando pull up with the jetpacks, blasting
we get
away.
to my favorite moment of the episode. The airstrike was just...
Boba and Mando tagging the Pikes. Looking like the dynamic duo out here. Just going to town. Hey, Nick, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Nick's one of the guys I see on Lightsaber Radio a lot. So, what's up, dude?
Nice. Hey, thanks for coming out.
Yep. And then Magically Gabby says, "You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir." Gotta pull up that gold Willy Wonka bit. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Oh, my computer not to be my friend today. It's just clicking and then not clicking. Oh, hey, Gabby, look, you're back up again because my computer doesn't want to work. Okay, now we're good. Moving on. Technical difficulties aside, this is what happens when you start streaming on Twitch. Your computer just goes. Just kidding, Twitch. I love you. Nothing but love, Twitch. It's all good in the neighborhood. Anyway,
I love
so
Twitch. You're going to be catching my gaming streams on there soon.
Hey, ooh, plug for the future.
There you go.
Look, I can do the rock eyes. No, I failed that so miserably. That's gonna get clipped. That's gonna get clipped and used for blackmail later. Anyways, so fight starts going on. Boba and Mando are doing their best, but I want to call attention to one of my favorite moments of the episode in this fight scene, where Boba and Mando are fighting, and Boba pulls probably one of the coolest fighting moves I have ever seen, where he just proceeds to do this. I gotta demonstrate for the viewers at home. He's sitting there mid-fight and just hits him with one of these. Arms up, arms out, shooting. Yeah, that's how we do it, boys. Look at that. Natural athleticism.
Natural athleticism.
Natural athleticism. Almost fell over. Didn't know. I am amazing. Very smooth, Gabby. Very, very smooth. Smooth operator. Smooth criminal. Ow!
Oh, boy. You're gonna
my room is so hot right now. Several layers of clothes. What, Dylan? You didn't wear your Boba Fett armor just for stream, did you? Yes, I did. And I'll do it again. Anywho, moving on. So, mid-fight starts to go kind of south. You know, Mando and Boba are getting shot, only in their armor, but they're getting shot up pretty bad. Looks like all hope is lost. And then in come the rednecks. Our Freetown people show up. And they start putting in work, dadgummit. We love to see it. The people of Freetown coming to save the day. And they work on the Pikes. They start knocking them back.
I mean, they pulled up in
them back.
Oh, shoot. What's the model of
they pulled up in like a mini tank. Like, they pulled up looking for smoke. They were ready for the business. It was something special watching the Freetown people pull up. And then all of a sudden, the Pikes decide, okay, you want to pull up in a tank? That's cool. We're going to pull up Droidicas 2, which there is an actual name for them. I cannot remember the name of the droid. apparently it was shown in concept art for Attack of the Clones as like a next droideka. So found that out today. Yeah, that is absolutely terrifying. So those things were. I thought to myself, they are no match for droidekas. Because I was like, oh, cool, droidekas.
For a while.
Giant droidekas. Thanks, Star Wars. That's going to be my nightmares tonight. I'm going to go to bed and get chased by a giant droideka.
They got guns. They got big, stompy, stabby feet.
And then another thing I noticed too was how they had that big like center eye thing where they kind of looks like and the whole time I thought to myself, I was like, bro, just shoot him in the eye. Like before the shields even came up, they were all kind of just sitting there and they're just like, what is that thing? And the whole time I'm thinking, hit him in the center eye, just shoot him there. Two, hit the buzz droid, center eye. Just hey, you got a cycler rifle, just pow, right in the eye. Take that thing out.
Oh, I didn't know about the Nick sent a message in the chat. I didn't know that about the knee cannons.
Yeah, so the Boba Fett's knee cannons reference old black and white costume footage. Yes, that actually was. Yeah, first time we see him used is season 2 of The Mandalorian, and then they actually using them. They use them in this episode too, which 10 out of 10. That I actually just finished those myself for my Boba Fett armor. So this is my right knee cannon right here. So I got little black dots where the things are going to be if I decide to put them on. Might just be 2 black dots because maybe I shot them. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Still look really cool though.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah. So then they show up and they pop the shield generators. I think, didn't we figure out how to beat these in Clone Wars? Like, you have to just sit still, let them pass over you, and then you hit them. Well, but no, I mean, I understand. They none of them were in Clone Wars. I'm sorry?
That's what the big stompy stabby feet are for. They realized you can just slip under them if you move slow.
So that is true. So they kind of address a lot of those design flaws of the droideka. I didn't think of that until just now. That's really smart.
But yeah, because he kicks the shit out of Mando.
Oh, absolutely. Poor Mando.
He took a beating in this episode.
His bell wrong. He got his bell wrong. His bell wrong frequently, but no, this was extra ringing of the bell. And it just poor guy, poor fellow. And then moving on, they start getting attacked by those giant things. Shows up alive and well, limping a little bit, but I mean he just took out a whole like squad wipe of Trandoshan. So our boy deserves a little limp. And Boba's line in this part was great because he just looks at him and goes, I'll give you a nice long walk path in the back to tank for that. And Chrysanthemum's like, whatever. I'll be fine in like an hour. Chrysanthemum is certifiably built different. He is simply built different. But so what I really liked is that they threw everything they had at those children and didn't budge. Not even the Darksaber cut through.
Yeah, that was part that I was like,
surprising to me, but I was like, these are some strong shield runners. But I mean, it makes sense considering that, like, I don't know. It's kind of tough to see whether or not. Oh, hi, Charlie. Charlie just replied in the chat. I'm just doing my makeup at half midnight like a normal person. Hey, Charlie.
There you go.
Living your best life. You go. But yeah, so I just want to say, what an amazing episode. It was honestly everything I wanted and more in the finale. We got to see Boba and Mando working together. We got to see Grogu come back. We barely even touched on that. So Grogu comes back. He chose his dad over Luke Skywalker. And to that I say, go little rockstar. I could not have done the same.
There you go.
Luke would have said, you have a choice. You can be a Mandalorian or a Jedi. I'm like, Jedi. I don't care. I'll be a Jedi. Cool. Sign me up. I want a laser sword.
Beskar chainmail is pretty cool.
I love Star Wars 69 on Twitch. Boba Fett sucks.
He's missing a teeth.
Yeah. He sucks. Donkey. I don't know if I can say that word without getting us banned on. So, I love Star Wars 69. You're right. He does. The show is terrible. 0 out of 10. Ruined my life and my childhood. So, yeah, is that what you wanted? Sorry, I love Star Wars. We actually like Star Wars on this podcast. So if you're looking for somebody to trash it, you're going to have to look somewhere else. So, were there flaws in the show? Yeah, we don't do that here. Were there flaws in the show? Yeah. Do I care?
Everything's flawed.
No. Do I care?
If you look
no,
for
I don't.
flaws, you will find them in anything.
Absolutely. Anyway, don't care, didn't ask. Plus, I like Star Wars. So, literally ratioed. Name. Thanks for the stream, though. Very cool. Welcome forward. Talk all the smack you like in chat. I will just ignore you. Anyway, moving on. There's going to be a compilation video one day if this channel actually gets big of me just saying, okay, moving on. Because I say it a lot.
I do find that it's one of your catchphrases.
It's one of my quirks. Because if not, I would just go off track talking about bantha balls. Making baby banthas. Cheers to that. This is water. This is water. This is water. This is water. Okay, we're not getting banned. Very cool. Moving on. So, coming near the end of the show, or end of the episode, all hope seems lost. Boba. Sorry. Got to touch on the greatest part of the episode. When Mando and Grogu reunite, waterworks. Just single man tear was shed in that moment. Single man tear was shed in that moment. Very cool. I love Star Wars says, who's your favorite Star Wars character? I like Adam Sandler. I like Adam Sandler. Yes. Everybody's favorite Star Wars character, Adam Sandler.
His cameo in the finale was
honestly probably one of my favorites. Adam Sandler is cool. He is with his dad, Magica Gabby. Absolutely. We love reunited found family. Adam Sandler, the best Star Wars character. Yeah, agreed. Is the best Star Wars characters. I personally liked when he was Billy Madison and he was chasing the force projected penguin. I thought that was very cool. One of my favorites. Good night, Star Wars lover 69. Good night. You the best. Thank you. Much love. I've had the feeling this is one of my sister's friends trolling me right now. So hi guys. So I should have known better. I should have known by the name. Oh man, that's funny. All right. I do find that quite hilarious. You the best. So thank you. I love Star Wars 69. I have some theories on why so many people. Okay, let me see here. So to kind of get back on track, Nick has a pretty good point in chat. I haven't been hearing a lot of people saying, "Hey, Boba, he was heavily inspired by Clint Eastwood," but Tamara Morrison's Boba seems to have a progressive worldview. I don't necessarily agree. I mean, only because of the fact that he literally murders a dude in the middle of the street with a stick. So I don't think that's very progressive. So I would disagree with that. I think so. So Boba was kind of inspired to be, this sort of, he was a background character, and anytime you have is there a political element to some of the criticism the show and the character are getting? I am going to answer this very carefully, but I think there is definitely the possibility of a political element, only because you have all these like channels on YouTube that have sort of made it their politics to discuss Star Wars and to discuss the problems with Star Wars and how woke Star Wars is. And to be fair, Star Wars has always been kind of woke. If you think about it and you listen to what George Lucas has actually said, how the rebels are technically the Viet Cong. Again, I'm sticking to facts and what was said by George Lucas. I'm not condoning any political position. That's not that kind of stream. No. It's fine. Nick says, sorry, I don't want to land you any hot water. I understand this is a tricky subject to navigate. No, it's not that. I think Star Wars should be an escape from this kind of stuff. And there is definitely that aspect of the fandom. So inherently, you're going to run into those issues because of the popularity of these channels. I personally just am not a fan of that kind of fandom. I was a part of that part of the fandom once, and I was kind of miserable. And I realized when I removed sort of that negative sphere from my life, that my outlook changed. So I kind of stay away from that part. I keep tabs on what they're saying and kind of understand the talking points, if you will. But then again, I don't really bother too much. I think Tamara Morrison absolutely killed it. And I think with that, we're gonna put a pin on that one. But I think Tamara Morrison did a great job with it. So that's just my personal opinion. I'm not gonna ever discuss politics on this show, just because it's not my business. I was always taught in polite conversation, there's two things you don't speak on: politics or religion. So that are two things I will never discuss on stream. If you know me personally and I have my beliefs, everybody has theirs. I just personally think, hey, it's none of my business what other people think. Sorry, radical centrist. Moving on.
So,
and with that,
moving on.
Let's talk about the Rancor. Hey, Rancor time.
It was so.
Our boy pulled up on the kaiju, kicking behind and taking names. I mean, he bit a pike's head off. So, What does that tell you? Our boy came out. And what was really funny was so I posted a video on Instagram a few weeks, or I think it was last week, about how like sort of the contrast between like Mando and Boba, or just like Mando with the big sad because he lost his like son, and then you've got Boba Fett over there riding his Rancor and running a crime syndicate. And somebody commented on that, but we haven't seen Boba riding his Rancor in this show yet. And I was like, yeah,
just wait.
It's happening off screen, dude. Obviously, like as soon as he said, "I want to ride it. I want to learn to ride it. We start today." I was like, "Oh, it's happening.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen." Didn't he just eat the whole man? I think he did, Yo Gabby. I think he did actually eat the whole man. He picked the boy up and said, "Chomp."
I mean, you got to consider how far is, now Boba's palace from Mos Espa. That was a bit of a walk.
I bet.
Unless they had him like waiting.
No, I think he like picked him up, and I think he called him on the way. He was like, "Danny Trejo, I need you to get the Rancor ready." And Danny was just like, "But he hasn't had lunch yet." And he goes, "Perfect.
Good. Sure it stays that way.
Good. Let him be hungry." But yeah, so the Rancor came to town, and to be fair, That Rancor took some beatings from those droids.
Stompy stabby
But he
feet.
delivered. He delivered. He came out and he came swinging. And then Boba got knocked off of him, and he went off to go crazy.
Yep.
So that leads to Mando, where all of a sudden, and I don't know why they did this, because the Rancor was pretty much attacking exclusively the Pikes.
Yep.
He was attacking anybody that attacked him. And I believe that it is a male Rancor, so that's why I'm saying he. So if anybody knows me to be wrong, correct me, please. I want to say it is a male Rancor, though.
I don't know that we discussed.
I don't know if it's discussed or not. I just don't. I'm just saying he, because that's the way I see things. I was like, I'm guessing it's a dude. Could be a lady Rancor. I don't know.
Rage is gender neutral.
Don't know. Absolutely. Rancor. Well, to be fair, I think actually the Rancor in Return of the Jedi is actually a female, a lady Rancor.
Oh.
So I believe that's actually. I think that's expanded universe, so I don't know if that's still canon, but I think it is. Moochie from Bad Batch. I don't know if Moochie from Bad Batch. I gotta go back and watch Bad Batch now because I don't remember.
Yeah, I gotta watch it before
anyway, back on topic. Oh man, I know. So, anywho's, I lost my train of thought again. Woo. Oh yeah, so let's discuss Mando, and so Mando goes up and tries to stop the Rancor because the Freetown people just decide, hey, let's shoot at the Rancor. Okay, bang, 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 bang. I think the Rancor handler called it a her, but not certain. Entirely possible. I do not know. So I'll just call it the Rancor. Can I get a rage gender neutral on a mug? I'm gonna take it. Absolutely.
Oh, we got our first potential merch item.
Under the helmet merch, everyone. Rage is gender neutral. I'm down for that. I'm down for a rage gender neutral mug. I'm down for that. Get a t-shirt, custom ink. Custom ink, all kinds of stuff. I get their emails all the time. I want to make a custom t-shirt like once, and they just send me their emails all of the time now. It's annoying. Sorry, my computer is acting crazy again. So give me a sec. But so Mando goes to stop our boy the Rancor, our pal, our buddy the Rancor. Caught myself. And then, I mean, he tried it. The Rancor tried to eat our friend, our boy the Mando, like 4 times. Like he just stuck his head in his mouth and went crunch, crunch, crunch. And then Mando goes, stop biting my head. Crunch. And then he goes, flamethrower.
Yeah, it doesn't
right
like
in the
fire.
Mouth. Yeah, I wonder why. Oh, that's right, because he's already scared of fire because Cad Bane used him. I forgot to mention, Cad Bane shows up for anybody who didn't watch the episode and is solely watching us to understand what happened. Who does like fire being thrown in their face? I don't know, Gabby. I personally don't. I don't like fire being thrown in my face. I'm not a fan of that.
Personally, not a fan of, spicy face.
Yeah. No, we'll talk about Two-Face one day. I don't want to be him. Anyways.
Also, I wonder, do you think the Rancor now thinks that Mandalorians taste spicy?
I'm stumped. I have no comment.
This also raises the question of what does Beskar taste like?
I'm sure it tastes like metal. Like, have you ever bitten a fork?
No.
No.
Have you bitten a fork?
I get really hungry. I get real hungry sometimes, and I just say, well, I'm fucking right to the fork.
It's giving broke college student vibes.
adult vibes. It's like fork sandwich. Here we go. Tastes like stainless steel pot. Don't care. Just eat it, boy. You will learn. I do a lot of accents. Sorry in advance. I'm not sorry. Moving on. So, tapping my fingers because I lost my train of thought again. So, all of a sudden, the Rancor is about to devour our boy Mando. Have a Beskar wrapped snack. And then Grogu steps up and is like, I got this. Simply, and the whole time I was watching this scene, I was holding my hand. I was like, Grogu, please, man, please, do the magic hand thing.
Do the magic hand thing.
And then he did. Hungry enough to eat the fork, Dylan, you good? You bite one fork. You know, you build 1,000 bridges. You know, you could build 1,000 bridges, and you're not a bridge builder. You could do 1,000 jumping jacks, and you're not a jumping jack. But you bite one fork, and you're a fork biter. And fork biter. Dylan, caption, fork biter. Moving on. So Grogu says, you're going to take a nap now. And the Rancor just goes, I can go for a nap. I can fancy a snooze. So the Rancor goes blanky mode. He goes night-night, goes down, goes to sleep. And Grogu walks up, simply touches the face, and then goes, I take a nap. Take a nap right here. Good night. Oh, hey, what's up, bot people? Please leave my stream alone. Very cool. Anywho, so Grogu takes a nap, and we get the long-awaited duel between Cad Bane and Boba Fett. And let me just say, absolute beauty. That scene was awesome. So it comes down to it, and they decide they're gonna do a standoff. Boba's got his rifle, and Cad Bane's got his pistols. Cad Bane is quick draw McGraw, man. He lost that one duel against Boba back in the Clone Wars, and they just practiced every day waiting for his chance to get back at it.
And he did.
He went pew, knocked the blaster out of his hand. Yeah, Cad Bane was just shooting him for the heck of it. And then he takes off his helmet, and is ready to just shoot him in the face. And then Boba pulls the ultimate Gaffy Uno reverse card and just goes whack, whack, pop, knocks him on the ground. Cad Bane looks at him and he goes, I always knew you were a cold-blooded killer. And Boba's like, sorry, that's not my character arc. And he tries to flamethrower him, so Boba, shink, skewered. Anybody want Cad Bane kebabs tonight? Bane kebabs. And what I thought was really cool about that is, so whenever he stabs him and picks it up, you can actually hear that they punctured his air tank too. So for those who don't know and who have lives outside of Star Wars, the things on Cad Bane's face right here are actually air tubes to help him breathe. He did this because he took a lot of contracts hunting Jedi back in the Clone Wars days and wanted to be able to resist a force choke. So he built that in so to where he could still function and breathe while getting his windpipe crushed, which doesn't really make the most sense because, I mean, unless you have the tubes directly down your throat, but then we see in like one of the arcs that, you know, he can operate without them. So who knows? No, not my problem. I'm not worried about it. Still cool to see. But Boba Fett stabs him, and whenever he pulls the gaffy stick out, you can just hear as Bane is like breathing his last breath. So you can just hear. Hey, Peachy81. I don't think I've seen your name in the chat before. What's up? Hey,
welcome to the stream.
He
Thanks
said,
to have you.
yo, I couldn't agree more. So I felt after the episode. Oh, cool. It dropped a Twitch emote. I don't know these because I am a boomer, but very cool. If The Rock was on Star Wars, okay. So let me finish this. I will answer your question. I love Star Wars. Okay, so then afterwards, so Cad Bane dies, and Boba's just like, yeah, do something about it. Nick says, I've got to listen with headphones. I'm missing all these details in the sound design. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's one of those things that like you have to listen to very carefully. I love Star Wars. There's no spoilers. We said spoiler warning at the beginning of the episode. Answer me. So I love Star Wars says, if The Rock was on Star Wars, who would he play? That's a good question. I think The Rock would be his own character. But if I had to pick like an established character, I would just be like, yeah, I could definitely see The Rock playing this person. I would love to see The Rock play a character called Gracchus the Hutt. So Gracchus the Hutt, for those who don't know, is a Hutt that is incredibly buff. Like he is a shredded cheese like Hutt. Like boy is 6-pack abs all the way down, just absolutely massive a man, massive a Hutt. And he's got little robot legs, but he was in the Star Wars comics. He was a collector of old Jedi artifacts, and he actually kidnaps Luke Skywalker and throws him in a death pit. So if I had to say who would The Rock be, I would say Gracchus the Hutt, because I thought that'd be really cool. And I mean, The Rock is bald. Hutts are also bald. And this guy's got abs like The Rock does. So that's a pick. Who would you think The Rock would play in Star Wars?
A Rock. He was built for this role.
What does 69 mean? I can't talk about it without us getting banned on Twitch. So, that being said, we're not getting banned on our first stream. Maybe the second, who knows? But anyways, I think we're gonna get pretty close to wrapping it up. The only other thing of note on the episode that we kind of want to talk about is the end credit scene. Also, I want to touch on this. The music at where he literally says, where they go, Fett, ba 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 ba. I was like, oh, that's cool. Fett, ba 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 ba. I was like, that's freaking cool. I said, first stream V card lost. Yeah, it's our first Twitch stream. We did it. We pulled the plug. I'm now a Twitch streamer. I'm gonna put it in my Instagram bio. I'm a Twitch streamer now, so feel free to bully me. Okay, Twitch chat is going crazy. We're gonna ignore some of these because just like repeat messages. Anyway, moving on to the end. Hashtag fork my hair. Yes. So I ended the show with talking about we see in the post credit scene a back to tank, and inside the back to tank, who other than our boy Cobb Vanth. I actually didn't recognize him at first, so Cobb Vanth is gonna get a mod. Can't wait. Hopefully they get him some more armor. But hey, I would love to see Cobb Vanth get some Beskar armor. Mando season 3, make it happen.
Cobb Vanth becomes a Mandalorian.
I'd be so down for that. He'd be a better Mandalorian than the armorer. Just saying. And I like the armorer.
And you are
actually, I like the she's kind of a devout Mandalorian mod chat. We don't have mods. Dylan, I feel like you have to put to bio now. I'm never gonna live that down. Oh, first quick able to work fighter. Now I'm gonna post the photo of under the helmet pod out of context of just me biting a fork, and it's like, you want to know what happens? Watch our video on YouTube live right now. You know, hey, I have now received endless ways to make content and inside jokes. So it's only taken us like what? You homophobic? No.
That'd be a little hard.
We are not homophobic. No, not going there. No. Yeah. Peachy earlier, but I said not politics on the stream number one, but that's a little bit different. This is a matter of human rights. No, not homophobic. Anyway, moving on.
I have to mute myself.
What? What'd you say? Oh gosh. This stream went way longer than I thought it would. I thought it was gonna be like really quick. Boba. So hey, the chat is popping. Yes, Nick, I'm also looking forward to getting an update on Sheriff Boba in Mando season 3 as well. So that's actually cool.
Do you think Mando season 3 will get
81 is my bad, G. Hey. No. I think because I think Book of Boba Fett might get a season 2, but that is neither here nor there. I'd be down for that. And I want to say this too to the people who I'm not trying to snap on anybody in chat for bringing up like potential topics and stuff. Like, you guys are just being engaged, and so I absolutely thank you for that. But there are just certain topics I just don't want to talk about and don't want to discuss. So I'll just be very clear about that. Don't ever think that like I'm coming from a place of like anger or like, oh, how dare these people? Like, you guys are engaging in the community, so right on for that. So thank you guys. And obviously, like, people are gonna ask questions because they're curious, and like I want this to be a fun joking place. So a place where everybody can kind of escape from that kind of, that's sort of kind of like real world issues and real world problems. I just want to talk about space wizards and comic books. So if you like that, stick around. I like to think we have fun talking about it. That's just me. So anyways, let's wrap up with. So we talked about pretty much everything in this episode. I think. Oh, also, Fennec Shand. There is one thing that I will completely allow, besides fork biting jokes in my stream, is we will always condone simping for Fennec Shand. Ming-Na Wen is a national treasure and protector. Hashtag Fennec stands. Absolutely. I stand Fennec Shand. Absolutely. Fennec stands. So, not like she hasn't earned the title already, but this episode just solidified the phrase Master Assassin. Oh, I mean, number one, he quickscopes like so many people, just effortlessly. And then, just as a last, like, go shovel dirt to the pipes. Icing on the cake. She just bodies those pikes. Not to mention, she straight up rope darts, and I think that's okay to say. She rope darts the mayor of Mos Espa, that little alien.
I think he's an Ithorian.
Yeah, he's an Ithorian. He's an Ithorian, yeah. He goes, Mos Espa is still my city. Not anymore, boy! Done. Game over. You lose. You picked the wrong side, Mayor Boy. So, with that being said, I would like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for everybody that came to chat and participated. You guys are awesome. I really look forward to doing more of this. I look forward to streaming more on Twitch, streaming more on YouTube. So For those of you who would like, you can follow us on Instagram. There is a link tree in the description of this video up on YouTube. We are Under the Helmet Pod on Instagram. You can find me at Dylan Just Cosplays. You can find him at basement_Beskar_cosplaying. And yeah, his name is long, but it's worth it. All of this is in the link tree as well. And I want to end just by saying that, you guys get an actually really special double feature almost, because tomorrow night we are going to be talking to the guys from the 1313 podcast. So tomorrow night, same time, same channel. We're going to be on YouTube and Twitch. Go ahead on the YouTube page and set a reminder for yourself. But we will be talking to the guys from the 1313 podcast. So if you've seen them, they're absolutely hilarious. I'm a huge fan of their show. So I am. Oh, wow. Okay, YouTube. That's really weird. I'm not even going to say that because we will get banned. But we just had a random bot appear in the YouTube chat. So, hey, get out my chat, bots. And with that, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for coming out. I hope you see you guys tomorrow night on our stream with 1313. We're going to be talking life, love, and Star Wars. So, I'm Dylan. He's Eli. Have a good night, and we hope to see you again under the helmet.
Take care, y'all.